I'm gonna try to catch my breath for a few minutes here. I've been on my hands and knees with a potato rake, digging rock out of the ground, been buried in there, no telling, probably up to 20 years. Here's a piece of mahogany I just dug out. You see the dirt all over it. I don't know if this crash will get anything out of it or not, but anyway, I'm going through all my, since I sold my rock, I'm getting out where I'm digging down and going through everything, see what all I can find. It might not need heat treating. I got rid of my keel, and no obsidian don't need heat treating. And I also know that if I can get anything out of this stuff, it'd be a real good learning lesson. See how thick it was. It did have cracks in it. And I think the rest of this is solid. We're going to chip down it to see. I do recommend wearing gloves when working obsidian and obsidian only. You do what you want to. I hate gloves. I never wore gloves. Never wore them because I hate them. I don't care what I work, I'm not wearing gloves. I get along just fine. Don't get cut. I know people wear gloves get cut more than I do. I'm just saying that for a fact. Obsidian go right through a leather glove in a heartbeat. You don't think you won't go through a leather glove? Shoot a buffalo or a deer or an elk or something with it, see what it does. Okay, I'm just making preforms and all I'm doing out of this stuff. Now, if you listen to one of my last videos, I might have done one or two after it, but I did a video in there. This is good right here. I'm gonna sell it. And I had 100 inches, most of them real thin, and then some medium preformed. Beautiful stuff. And I had a reserve bid. I'm thinking of shoot, I don't even remember. I'm thinking $150. It might have been 100, but it says only what my reserve bid is. May the 10th, the 10th of May, at 8 o'clock at night. Whoever's made me the highest offer on it, it belongs to her. But here's the catch to it. I want to be one of the best sales in the history of flat mapping. And how am I going to do that? I'm adding to it every day, and I'm not showing you what I'm adding to it. Every day I'm making more preforms, I'm making stuff to put in there. So what you saw on the video was, I think, $2 an inch or something like that. But anyway, it's worth way more than what my reserve is. So now that I'm adding to it every day, my reserve is still staying the same. I'm not changing it, but the value's going up. I want someone to get the deal of a lifetime, and that's what my goal is. I might even have some finished products in there. You don't know what's going to be in there. I'm not telling you. It's going to be like a storage war shed thing on Storage War. You've been on those storage sheds. They open the door, but you can't see back on the back 2 or 3 rows. You don't know what's back there. So what I showed you was what's sitting up front. And that's worth every penny that I'm asking for it and then some. But then, I'm not going to be happy with that. I'm going to add to it. And here's a piece of, I should have showed it to you. I was trying to talk about my sale. It had a crack right there. And I'm going to try to come across here and flush all that out. Even I'm come right in here. I'll show you how that come out. See how that's starting to lower that ridge? Look how high that ridge was. It's kind of flushing it out even. Sort of like taking a block plate and going over a piece of wood that's got a hump in it or something, or a rough spot in it, and smoothing it out. I'm Run this one down it this way, this one back across this way. Got a square edge right here. I'm hitting straight down. It was a narrow edge and real thin, but it was just as square as it could be. So I come way up on top and hit straight out of it. Try to come this way. The piece went just like that. I missed where I wanted to hit. I hit right here where my finger is, and I wanted to hit right there, about a quarter of an inch, I guess. How far my miss for. That's okay. We're getting it out. We're getting it straight. Everything's gonna be looking good. I'm just shoving this back line off of the base, just sticking it. Not trying to move any plate. Just kind of squishing that edge flat. Just crushing that edge. Then when I grind it, it's good and thick. Get a good plate run down it like that. It's gonna be such a good deal. I might even bet on it myself. Make me happy. Not gonna be the real big stuff. Most of it's gonna be 2, 3 inch, 4 inch range. But still, gonna be a lot of it and some good stuff. No problem. I done worked it down for problems. You know what you're getting. You don't know what you're getting. You know what I showed you, but you're getting a lot more. I'm gonna replay this statement. And I got until May the 10th to make a lot more. Now, I'm gonna be traveling. I got a lot of traveling things to do. I'm gonna be up in Franklin, Tennessee this Saturday and Sunday. Franklin, Tennessee. One of my favorite places to go. I love that place. Leiper's Fort. I love Leiper's Fort. Good community right out of Franklin. It's real neat. Real neat place. Never been. I highly recommend it. Great place for tourists. Great place for kids. Safe place. A great place for travel. Downtown Franklin, on the weekend they shoot fireworks every night. That old movie theater's open. It's just very safe. Very little crime in that area. Teenagers get out and have clean fun, enjoy themselves. Okay, might put that in the kitty. Who knows? It's ready to go. Water break. There's one there. Already done. Here's a piece of mahogany. Found a lot of obsidian that got buried. I had so many tons of obsidian. I don't know how many tons I had. I probably had over 6 tons of obsidian of all kinds. Just about. Most of it was mahogany and black butter. I had tons of black butter. And finally sold it all over the years. It was on pallets, and the pallets rotted over the years, and weeds and vines and stuff like that grew up over them, and they collapsed. And I would pull the stuff out the side of the pallets. I'd roll big old ladders off, weigh a couple of 100 pounds off of the pallet and sit on the ground and spall it out to where it would fit my saw. My saw was a 24-inch saw. They were way too big for this. So I'd break them up small enough chunks, and all that stuff was on the ground, and I'd roll the leading up and break it up. And then that rotten wood would get on top of it. And over the years it accumulated, you forget about it being there. And then something else grows up on it. And rain and mud washes over it. And I guarantee you, you could go a foot deep in the ground and find a piece of obsidian like this all over that area where those pallets were. And that's what I'm doing now, trying to pull it out to salvage it. And the thing that I didn't realize back then, and I talked about this on the video, if you got any rocks, you don't have to be good quality. If it'll nap, you need to protect it like gold. You need to hang on to it because the price of rocks is going up every day. And there's not any more rock being made. And I never believed that. Them old timers in Texas say, all you guys from Mississippi coming out here in Texas and getting all of our flint, there's not going to be none left. We sit there and laugh at them. Yep, there ain't none left. Where I was getting it, I promise there's none left. I picked up the same place for about 14 years. And they'd been in a drought. It's a creek bed. It's dry anyway. Until they have a flash flood. If sure enough flood come through that creek bed, there's another one. And churn it up, it won't be any more there. Might not be any other there to churn up. I don't know. It might have come out of the hills. But anyway, a lot of things that they would tell me, and I knew it all. I was too smart for my own pants. I thought I was smarter than them old timers. Y'all was talking about, man, this rock everywhere. I can go out there and sit on a 5-gallon bucket on a gravel bar and never get off of it and fill it up. Just picking good flint up around me. Now, where I'm coming with this story is this. I would come in and I'd have 2,000 pounds of Pertinalis tabs, what I call it, the square stuff, flat stuff, and it's all over 6 inches long. And I'd have an order for so many knives. Maybe I had to make 100 knives for a store or something. I had a lot of stores that sold me stuff. But I would get back to Texas and I'd back my truck up and take a big old tater rake and rake it out the back of my truck over the ground. And I'd go out there, pick me up a couple bucketfuls, and I'd sit there and start hitting on it. And if I hit on it like this, and run across and track and come off the other side, I just throw it on the ground. It could be a nice 5-inch blade or a 6-inch blade or whatever steel, but it was going to be narrower than what I wanted my customer wanted. And when I had tons of it sitting there on the ground, why waste my time trying to design this blade and shape it exactly the way it needed to be, when all I had to do is pick up another piece and start working on it that was already the shape. And then you forget about that after days and days of doing it. It gets covered up. Go down there and dig up. There's a nice 5-6 inch piece of Pertinalis. You why would I have thrown that away? Then you get to thinking, because I had more than I knew what to do with. And it had been costing me money right then to try to make something out of it, and I didn't want to sell it. I wasn't selling flint then. I was using it for my knife business. I was making knives and selling them. I had a major store chain selling my knives. I had one store chain that had